and whining and bitching on this game, but he's area camping too. I'm coming. I didn't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
That belongs to me.
Whoa. Yeah, he was cool. Wasn't his fault. I thought he had a whole treasure trove. Ooh. Whatever. She kind of led him right to me. You win one, you get away, you win one match, and it's a trapper. And then the game's like, okay, that's it, honey. No more escapes. Sorry. Ooh. Time for your 20 loss streak. You know, I didn't try Hellmart. I'll download it though. Alright. I probably won't try it today. Maybe this weekend. Now, yeah, I was being mocking. I escaped one time in this whole stream, and then the next time it's just like, oh, here's no more escapes. Here's your 20 loss streak. Ooh, tee hee, and you know, so I was being mocking a little bit. Just yeah, here's your fun-sized Snickers bar. But the rest of your candy bag is nothing but raisins. And those weird small Bibles that some people give out during Halloween. That always pissed me off as a kid. Which, I mean, it's like, trick or treat. Well, here you go, a pocket-sized Bible. I can't eat that. Yeah, I'd rather have razor blades. Give me razor blades and a pocket-sized Bible. Nothing's gonna get your house egged more than passing out Bibles and apple. What? I would even prefer an apple, but passing out little pocket Bibles and let me see. Your house would definitely be egged if you passed out Bibles. Probably apples. Um, what's some of those worse candies I'm thinking of? The Necco wafers, which, to be fair, as an old man, old man taste. I kind of like the Necco wafers a little bit. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm spiritual. I'm not. I'm not like Christian or anything. It wouldn't like fill me with rage. It would just make me roll my eyes and make me want to egg their house. Because Halloween is for horror and naughtiness and you know so and so. And I grew up in the church, and I mean, not to get too religious, but I'm still spiritual. But the church as an institution, I don't much care for. Um, but even where I'm at, it's just you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I'm gonna say something controversial. Trick or treating is for kids. I mean, if you as an adult is trick or treating by yourself with not your kids, you're taking candy. You're taking candy from children who need to enjoy it. Our time has passed. We at least for Halloween in that instant, we enjoyed that as kids, and adults didn't take candy from by doing that. So I'm not for adults trick or treating unless it's with their children. That's a hot take, but that's how I feel. If because we can just go buy our candy, kids. Yeah, I didn't like it. It felt awful to me, to be honest with you. And I only done it once. And I don't agree with it. I'm sorry. And I will say the Christians ruined Halloween by taking away trick or treating. Now it's trunk or treating, which I remember right as I was aging out. No, it wasn't my idea. It was yours. It was not my idea. Well, it wasn't my idea, but I mean, I agreed to it because it was something different to do, but I'd never do it again, if I'm honest. But Christians ruin trick or treating by turning it into trunk or treating, which is so lame, so unbearably lame. Like trick or treating was, let me see, in high school trick or treating was slowly already getting phased out, like after 2010, because the Christians were trying to sneak in trunk or treating, which was so fucking lame. But now in my small town, trick or treating's gone. It's just trunk or treating, and people just people on the main street have their little booths and decorated cars, and kids just walk up, wait in line and grab candy and walk away. They look so utterly bored and miserable. Like, I will never forgive the sanitation of Halloween that the church did. And it was the church. The church started trunk or treating. Oh, we're trying to be safe for the kids. It's not, it's Halloween. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be edgy. It's not supposed to be safe. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that from an accessibility point, but it also took over regular trick or treating. It turned it made it sanitized. It made it boring because I'll be honest, I went to trunk or treating with my nephew last year and all the kids were bored. Hell, half of them don't even dress up anymore. Kids walking around in just hoodies and shit, going to trunk or treat just to get candy. That always pissed me off. No costume, no fucking candy. I'm sorry. You know what? Yeah, we didn't. That wasn't even a thing when we were kids. Like I think trick or treating started for us like at 5, 6 and stuff. But we did like around 8. That's when it started toning down. But I don't know. Just everybody just wants to. Nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to dress up. Nobody wants to knock on doors. Just give me the candy, bro, so I can go home and play COD, or just something like that. I'm not giving you a hard time. Look, I gave it a shot as adult trick or treating, but you gotta admit it just you are going to potentially take candy from a kid because they're eventually going to run out, and one little kid's going to come up and sorry, we don't have any more candy. I know it was one time. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. We did it once, but I don't agree with it anymore. It just didn't feel right. And so for the kids, I would not do that. Now, if I had children of my own, you better believe me and him are dressing up, or me and her are dressing up, and we're going to go trick or treating. Well, we would. If there was any place, if trick or treating still exists, God, we'd have to trunk or treat. No joke, if I ever did have kids, I would probably drive my fucking kid an hour or so just so I could find a community that would still trick or treat and not do trunk or treat. Trunk or treat should have been reserved for special needs children or really, really small kids, like toddlers. Which I think that was what Yeah, I mean it was something different to do that day. And that was years ago that we done the trick or treating as adults. So I don't remember how old I was, but still. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't even know. Trunk or treat I mean it used to be very minimal, but now it's just kind of encased all of Halloween now. You can look up on YouTube of like parents and people waiting for trick or treaters, and like it's just nationwide. Nobody trick or treats anymore. And if they do trunk or treating. So I'm kind of against trunk or treat on principle just because they ruined Halloween for the rest of us. But I mean, that's all we got now. So I mean, I'm not going to say get rid of trunk or treat because I hate it. But I mean, it's what we got now, and it's here to stay. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. The autistic Muppet. You know what? Even in my small town, for trick or treating, we actually even went to the grocery store, the gas station. Everybody participated in it. And like when I was a kid, me and all the kids from the neighborhood, My dad would put a trailer on the back of his truck, put hay bales on it. We would put blankets, and we would drive around all night on the back of that trailer. Okay, we're on the next street. Get off, and they'd make us get off, go up and down the whole street like that. Get the candy, get back on the hay bale, on the trailer, and then drive to the next street. That was some of the best fun and memories I ever had. And there was always one or two dudes or couples that were way into Halloween, so they would deck it out, be scary as hell, and you as a kid had to brave it to go up there and ring the doorbell or get the candy from the scary guy in the mask. And you know, it was a sense of community. The adults have participated. They got a hoot out of scaring the kids. The kids got a hoot out of being brave, standing up, standing up to the monster and just to get the candy, and they got rewarded for their bravery. Halloween teaches good morals like that, of standing up to your fears, and you will get rewarded. But Trunk or Treat takes that away. There's no moral of facing your fears and and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, there was one dude in who had this like melted face mask, and he would go around and scare the kids. And there was some that he would hold the bag, he would hold the bowl, so you would have to go up and interact with him if you wanted your candy. And the people that did, they got good candy. It taught really good morals, and now those morals are gone and sanitized with Trunk or Treat for just sheer boredom. Like, the kids are bored, they don't dress up. It's not a community. Trunk or Treat is not a community experience anymore. Halloween is no longer a community experience, at least where I'm at. And I'm in small town southern USA. And if it's gone in small town USA, I can't imagine what it's like in like northern states or big city. It must be non-existent. It's just it actually breaks my heart, because if I had a kid, they're not going to experience that anymore. That what we grew up with. Yeah, that is true. It's not, well, now, but see, that's how Trunk or Treat wedged itself in there. Because I do remember Trunk or Treat when I was slowly aging out of it. Trunk or Treat was like the day before Halloween, so kids could still do it. But then, and then go trick or treat. It kind of just wormed its way in there. Looking back, it seemed innocent, but it seems insidious. It's like, all right, first we'll do it the day before Halloween. Now it's on Halloween, so we can push out all this, trick-or-treating, going to random houses. It's unsafe. It's immoral. We gotta protect the kids. And then COVID happened, and then COVID just wiped trick-or-treating out completely, and then trunk-or-treat just grabbed on and never let go. Hey, Brox. Are you dressing up? Well, I don't know what my nephew's going as, so who knows what he's going to be, but I'm going to do the Mr. Fantastic Marvel Rivals cosplay. You know what? This was a good rant. I might actually clip this and put this on YouTube, talking about trick-or-treating and what's wrong with modern day Halloween and stuff. I don't know, it's just tragic how, every generation has this, like, oh, the old days were better. But I don't know. It just seems like modern day is just like, I don't know. It just seems like, you know, pop culture, your community, your traditions, everything is just it. It's used to be a wall, but now it's just crumbling bricks, and now it's just constantly trying to pick up these crumbling bricks and rebuild the wall. It's not coming back. Time moves forward. Trick or treating's never coming back. Unfortunately, the good old days are never coming back, and people are, you know, they miss it, and we're clinging to these bricks, trying to rebuild that wall of tradition and stuff. But it's just, it's gone. It's all gone, and what's left of the crumbling bricks, they'll be gone too. I don't know what I don't know what Halloween would be in my at, you know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I don't know. I don't know. Halloween is gay. I don't know about that. Christmas. Well, has its own issues. It never Christmas stayed in its fucking lane when I was a kid. That's another thing. I never saw Christmas decorations or any of that shit when it was Halloween. When it was October, we call gay Christmas. Oh, okay. I never knew that. Um, that's another thing entirely that's lessened. Not only Halloween, it's lessened Thanksgiving. Is just the over consuming aura that is Christmas. Now we see Christmas decor in September. It's just all consuming. It ruins Christmas, it ruins Halloween, it ruins Thanksgiving. And it ruins the morals of all three of the holidays. When all the holidays needed to stay in their own lane, and they don't. And it just, you know what? 2010 is, or a little bit earlier, is when I started seeing fucking Christmas stuff, and it seems like after 2010, when I got out of high school, things started going downhill real quick. The overconsumption of Christmas, the degradation of Halloween, and just the just ignoring Thanksgiving altogether. That's when all this started happening. Is around the 2010. And I mean I mean that's fine. Rainbow. There ain't nothing wrong. There's just nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just dressing up. Everybody would do it. I'm fine with that. I just just gotta. I know he probably wishes everything was back to how it used to be, but that's just not what's gonna happen. It's gone. The Halloween we knew is gone. Hell, to be honest with you, um, even the Christmas that we used to know is gone. Which, with Christmas, that's its own little thing of different issues than Halloween. Countries. Sour Patch Pink. That's funny. And she is pink. Huh. Hatred Prophet sounds badass. Like a like a metal band or something. Christmas used to be just blah to me. over the years, but with the birth of my nephew, it's slowly getting that magic back.